Okay, this is a part 2 to the video that I just posted. I should have just included it all in one, but oh well. Yeah, so it's like a power, you know? It's like, you know how many times I've asked somebody, hey, can I bum a cigarette off you? I'll give you $1 for the cigarette, you know? And I'm dead set. I'm trying to give them the $1, you know? And they're just like, no, I don't want the $1. I don't need the $1. And then I'm like, are you sure? And like, they'll hand me the cigarette, and I'll be like, you sure you don't want the $1? Like, I'll try to put it in their pocket. I swear to God, you know, you could do anything to give some people $1 for a cigarette, and they won't do it, you know? But you know, I would never give somebody that offer. I would never ask those people if I could bum a cigarette off them if I didn't have the $1. See, that's the power of the $1. The power of the $1 is that I can offer it to somebody 10 times in a row and get 10 cigarettes. I can get fucking 10 cigarettes for that same $1 that none of them wanted to take. But if I didn't have $1 in my pocket, I could never offer it to somebody. I could never walk into that negotiation, you know? So that's the power of money, you know? Like, it's not just that. It's like, you go to a store, okay? You go to a store and you're like, well, I'm only going to go into this store because I have $30 in my pocket or whatever, you know? Because I feel like I could buy something if I seen something I wanted, you know? You know how many times you walk into that store and maybe you see something, you're like, well, you know, I walked around, I looked in this store, and I had a lot of fun today, and I didn't end up buying anything, but it was a lot of fun. You feel like you couldn't have done that with $0 in your pocket. You know, you wouldn't have had the option. It wouldn't have been as fun, you know? So it's like there's so much power to having money. And then when it comes to actually like multiplying the money, okay? You want to buy things where you know the value is going to increase. Yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I'm not going to go through all the fucking bullshit. You know, you can't wrap in how to become financially somebody who understands how economics works into fucking 10 minutes. I don't think so. But, you know how many times people have gone to a fucking, and this happened to 2 of my friends, okay? They go to get a car, okay? They saved up one of them saved up $3,000, the other one saved up $1,000 for the down payment, okay? So the guy who saved up $3,000, he went there and he got himself a car, and they told him 0 down payment. I mean, maybe he got a bad deal on the financing of it, but he wasn't even good enough to negotiate, you know, a good financing deal, you know, to begin with. You know, he didn't know what a good financing deal looks like. So he could have walked in there with $0, just having been employed, and they would have, you know, given him the car loan. You know, but he would never walk in there unless he had that $1,000 in his pocket, unless the other guy had $3,000 in his pocket, because that's what they feel like they need to have to buy the car. And you're not always going to be able to estimate what the actual numbers are. But you see, he could have just been like, okay, well, here's my $3,000, then I'm gonna pay off a part of this car right now then, you know, or some dumb shit like that. But you don't want to do that. You want to keep the money. Money is power. Money is power. Money is influence. Imagine you find a great way. Okay, I found this business model. All right, I make $50 an hour online. It's a no skill job. Anybody could do it. But I have $3,000. Okay, so instead of sitting here, you know, and making $50 a fucking hour, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hire a person. I'm gonna go online, I'm gonna find a person, and I'm gonna get them to do it for $20 an hour. And then I'm gonna pocket $30 every fucking hour. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of money. Never give up your power. People work every fucking week for $500 worth of power, you know? In my fucking shitty town, they do at least. Just to give it up every fucking week. Never spend your money.